All right, everybody, it is time for a new round of Throwback 30. Before I introduce all of my products, I am going to ask you to please do all of the things. You know what they are. Okay, so this is Throwback 30 5.0. So this is the fifth iteration of this project. It is under the hashtag Throwback 30PP5. 5 being the number, 30 being the number. It should have been on the screen. Okay, so this begins July 28th today, and will go through July 28th of next year. Now, this is once again something that was created by Jessica Lee because she can't get to every single project that is done in the PANtastic Ladies group despite her best efforts. And so she puts together this giant list of past and present projects, lets us all vote on them, and the top 30 are what make it into this in no particular order as far as I'm aware. And then we get to go into those descriptions and pick a prompt and put product with it, and we get to kind of set our own goals with that. Now, for this one, you need to be part of the PANtastic Ladies group. I do apologize, but there is just so much information. The only way to participate is to be in the groove. So that is the business end of everything. Now, I have got my stuff. I've got a bucket of stuff, and we're going to do our best to dig out, and we will roll through all the products I am bringing into this project. Okay, so the brief interruption, it's a little bit longer than I expected, but that's okay. We are back to talk about the things that I am bringing into this project. The first project that is included in this is 50 Shades of Green. So for that, I am going to bring in this Tony Moni Watermelon Dew, and you can see that it was sitting on its side, and you can kind of see where the product is there. This is an all-over serum. It is 15 milliliters, zero point 0.5 ounces. This is going to be to finish. Should grab my, whoops. I'll throw on the floor. I'll get that later. All right, the next one is 50 Shades of Pink. So for that, I am bringing in the Lancome, I don't know how to say this. I don't know that you guys can, yeah, you guys won't be able to read that either. This is basically one of their sunscreen moisturizers. This is an SPF 30. This is, I believe, brand new. Yep, brand new, has not been used. Going to bring this into completion. That is also a 0.5 ounce, 15 gram product. Then we have 50 Shades of Purple. So for that, I am bringing in this very old Bath & Body Works aromatherapy in lavender vanilla. This is a body lotion. It's a 2 ounce one. So that's coming in. I do need to grab my basket though. I don't have enough room here. All right. So then we've got the fourth project is 50 Shades of Gold or Yellow. And for that, I'm going to bring in what's left. There's just a half a bottle left of this one. This is another Bath & Body Works aromatherapy. This is the Sleep. This is the Lavender Chamomile. So we're going to bring that in to finish. That was originally a 2 ounce bottle also. All right, Beauty A to Z. I did a random letter generator and got D. So what I am bringing in is this. This is the Bath & Body Works. This is the Fragrance Mist in Dahlia. And this is a 3 ounce bottle. It is full to the top. So that will come in, and I'll use it as a room spray. So just so you're aware. Then we've got Budget Beauty, so a budget or drugstore item. With this, I actually went with a brand new unopened Ulta Juice Infused Lip Oil. This is in Berry. So I'm going to bring that in to finish. All right, Child of the 80s is the next project, and I picked Blockbuster, a discontinued item. Well, with that, I went with one of my handy-dandy Mary Kay Body Care Buffing Creams. You've seen me use a few of these. I don't know if you can read that or not. This is a 0.84 ounce exfoliating cream, and I'm going to bring that in to finish. Then we've got Color Pan. So for that, I am going to bring in this Super Shock Shadow in Peekaboo. Now, I wrote down that the goal is to finish, but we know me, and we know that might not be realistic. This is still super nice and creamy, and it is very, very pretty, you guys. It's a nice kind of gold color. Yeah, it's really hard there. You can kind of see it's just kind of shiny and pretty. It's a soft, but it is definitely a gold. So we'll see if I finish that or if I don't. Whatever. I got a year. We'll figure it out. All right, for Day of the Dead. So this is the Jen and Kim project, and this is the one that has double prompts. So I'm bringing in 2A, which is pink. So for that, I am bringing in one of the travel size of the Mary Kay toners. That is a 1 ounce bottle. I'll bring that into completion. And then Celebration is 2B. So for that, it's an item you celebrate because it works amazing for you. So I'm bringing in this baby version of the Fresh Soy Face Cleanser because it is my #1 face cleanser of all time. Obviously, finish on both of those. Most of my stuff is finish, just so you guys know. Okay, so then for Disney Princess, I picked Mulan, which is green and blue. And what I picked is what is remaining of this bottle of fragrance. This is a Nest fragrance. It is indigo. And I should have had a picture, hopefully on the screen, so that you could see the blue and the green in there for being the reason that I picked it from the logo of the full-size bottle. I just put it in one of my little spray containers, and that is into completion. Those are 8 milliliter, 0.27 ounce when they're full, and obviously mine's only half full. All right, then drop 10 before summer. So this is a summer item. And with that, I am bringing in this little baby sample size. This is the Tarte Surfer Curl Mascara. This is a 0.1 ounce. It's got 3 milliliters of product in it. So we'll throw that in at some point. And then the next project is Golden Girls. I picked Out on the Lanai, a skincare product that leaves you glowing inside and out. And I've got this little baby Origins Ginseng Into the Glow Brightening Serum. It's a 5 milliliter, 0.17 ounce bottle. And I am bringing that in just because I have never tried it, but with the name, I figured it fit the prompt, so that's coming in for that one. Okay, then we've got Happy Hour, which is a product I am currently doing. And I picked Designated Driver, a water-themed item. So I am bringing in this brand new bottle of the Laneige. This is the Water Bank Hyaluronic Cream Moisturizer. Blue Hyaluronic Cream. Yeah, you know. This is a 0.33 ounce, 10 milliliter. This is brand new, unopened. Obviously, it was in the box. So that is in until completion. We have got I Heart the 90s, so The Simpsons, something with yellow packaging. I decided to bring in one of the mini Laneige lip sleeping masks. This one is in Lemon Sorbet. It is a 0.1 ounce, and those come from those kits that they do at the fall, winterish Sephora sale. All right, it's Panning Cats and Dogs, another one I am doing. So I decided to go with Ragdoll because they're known for their blue eyes, so a blue product. For that, I am bringing in this La Roche-Posay. This is the Toleriane Purifying Foaming Cleanser. This is a 0.5 ounce, 15 milliliter. Once again, I'm doing a lot of minis because these either have to come with me or I have to have them finished before I go. So, all right, then Lip Service is the next one. For that, I have got this little cute sample of the Gwen Stefani brand Give, and this is the lipstick. It's an Anaheim Shine lipstick in Stomp Box, and I've never tried any of her lipsticks, but that's the color of it right there, which looks like a very me color. It's got such little product in it that I'm gonna just put this into finish. So hopefully I can do that because, you know, I'm not great with finishing lipsticks, but whatever. All right, then the Monochromatic Year Project Pan, I picked April, which is white. So for that, I am bringing in this. This is the Necessaire, the body lotion. This is a 1 ounce, 30 milliliter tube. And I've heard good things about that, so I wanted to try it. All right, so for this, the next one is Nightmare Before Christmas. And what I'm going to be bringing in for that is the ColourPop Nightmare Before Christmas palette, which I should have a picture of. And I'm going to do it as No Pan Left Behind. I have it in Arizona. I don't have it here, so we won't be getting to that until I get there. All right, then Nightmare on Panning Street. I picked Jaws, so a water-themed item. I have in its packaging still, this is a Tarte C Wink of H2O eye cream. You can see the little tube in there. And I have never opened it, so I figured I would give that a try. Always love a good eye cream. All right, then Paranormal Pantivity. You know I love this project. So I'm doing Boogeyman, whatever. And this is a product that you use at night. For that, I'm bringing the other half of the Lancome in. It's Benefit Multivital Night, I don't know, high potency night moisturizing cream. And also brand new. And a 0.5 ounce, 15 gram product. Okay, then same pan last year, which was my project. And for that, I decided that I am going to bring in Valentine's Day. And that is either red, pink, heart-shaped love theme, however you can relate it to Valentine's Day is how I set it up. For that, I'm bringing in another one of the Mary Kay toners. Another 1 ounce one that, you know, I'm just trying to roll through these. I have a full-size bottle that I'm just about done with. I put the sampler tube in another project. So these will be next on deck. So they'll be in for a little while before I start them. Oh, shoot. I have one on the floor that I have to grab. Eek. Well, that was fun. All right, so this is Size Matters. And so for this, it's pick a big, bulky, awkward palette to pan. not panning, but I am bringing in the Glam Light Donut palette. And you have seen this numerous times on Danny's channel because she is actually panning to completion. Now, I'm not that brave, but it says Glam Donut on it. This is what it looks like. These are the colors. And my goal on this is simply to use each shade 3 times because I want to get this done before I go. I don't want to take this with me. So that's coming in there. So you know you're going to see that one relatively soon. All right, then 23, we've got Skin is In. So this is face or body care. I am bringing in this old Bath & Body Works Warm Vanilla Sugar Lotion. This one is one of the 3 ounces, so it's a little bit bigger than the aromatherapies, but we're going to bring that into completion. All right, that's expensive. Now, this is where I'm kind of cheating with some things, but this is one of the probably most expensive items. I do have a couple of really high-end things, but this one, I don't own anything else by this brand. This is Killian. Okay, so this is Love Don't Be Shy. It is literally just a little sample, so it's not a huge product that I'm using, but the value of this is a 0.05 ounce, 1.5 milliliter. And now, you know, when I do my samples of perfumes, I usually don't count price, but the approximate price per ounce for this perfume is $161.75. That makes that the most expensive perfume that I have. I think that even beats my Gucci, you guys. That was really expensive. Okay, so for That's So 2000s, a project which I am doing the second round of this year, Blockbuster, a discontinued item. For that, I'm bringing in my other body care buffing cream from Mary Kay, same tube as the other one. Have a few things that I'm trying to finish up and get rid of because they're things that should not be around anymore. But I love them, and I've been working on them, and they still work great despite their age. So thought I would throw that in there. Okay, then this is PANtastic. So PANtastic, that did not come out of my mouth right. I picked fairy. Now, a fairy is a mythological being from folklore and romance with human form and magical powers. They're associated with plants and springtime. So a plant or nature-themed item. What I decided to do with this is bring in my samples of the 7 Virtues Vanilla Woods. I have 2 of these. So they're 1.7 milliliter. They're small ones, but I figured these 2 would count for that prompt. And you know why. The woods, the whole, yeah, okay. All right, tiny pans. I'm doing it again because I have another one. This is another one of the Lancome Color Design palettes. This is another one of those smaller ones, not the ones that they sell for 50 or 60 bucks or whatever. This one is a very nice basic one. This color story is called Parisian Style, and this is brand new. This hasn't even been swatched. So this is going to come in to see if I can finish. For sure I can hit pans, but I want to see how much of this I can actually finish up this year. The other one wasn't brand new, so I'm hoping that I actually remember to focus on it a little more and actually finish that one off completely. Okay, then we've got Turn and Burn, and everybody does this differently with this because these are all sample size items. I don't keep rotating in more and more and more, which a lot of other people do with not only Turn and Burn, but then in this project also. What I decided that I was going to do is I'm going to bring in my Skylar Vanilla Skies. I've got, well, this one has Coconut Cove in it too, but it has Vanilla Sky. So I'll do the Vanilla Sky out of this, and then I have got 3 more, and I've got different packaging, but I figured for Turn and Burn, I would do all 4 of these because that's kind of what Turn and Burn is about. So helps me get some of my sample perfumes out of here, which you know I've been working on this calendar year. Okay, then we've got Women Who Rock, which is going to be ending next month. And I once again picked Helen Reddy, who I did discuss when I did this project and brought this prompt in. So this is I Am Woman, and then Hear Me Roar is kind of in parentheses, and this is her song from 1971, I think. I'd have to go back and look it up again. And this is supposed to be a product that gives you confidence. What I am picking for this is 2 of these are the Lancome La Vie Belle samples. And the reason I am picking this is for something that gives me confidence is because even though I'm not totally 100% sure about this fragrance for myself, when I've worn this, I've gotten compliments from people in the public, like not people that are related to me, but like strangers that have said, oh, what are you wearing? You smell really good. And there's only a couple of different, well, there's about 3 different things that that's happened with, but this is one of those perfumes. So I thought I would bring in the 2 samples of that I have for that prompt. All right, then we have got our final, number 30, which is the Zodiac Project Pan. All right, now with this, the way this project is created is that for each zodiac sign there is a color assigned, and then you're supposed to pick something and then pan it based on that color. I am warping this a tad because I have got number 1 and number 3 of the zodiac signs palettes from Saints, Angels, Sinners. So what I decided that I would do, and these are all fancy fun shades, is I'm going to bring in each of the palettes. This is the first one. I don't know how I missed number 2, but I do not have number 2. So I'm going to bring that in, as well as, and this might be the one that got damaged. Yes, it is. Darcy was absolutely fantastic and sent me a new one because mine came in really shattered. So this is my shattered one. I do have one that is not shattered, but I figured for this, because I'm doing no pan left behind, that I could start here, and whatever pans I didn't get to, I could go with the other palette, because I'll keep this one here in Minnesota, and that one I will actually transport with me to Arizona. So I'm going to do each of those palettes, no pan left behind, for the Zodiac prompt. And this was number 3, by the way. And I think there's a 4th coming out. I don't know yet. But I will get it if there is. So you may see that down the road too. All right. So I figured 24 eyeshadows for that. That is everything that I have got for this project. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. All right. We're setting that back down on the floor. Now, that means that we're going to have a music moment. And I did do, oh no, shoot, which one am I doing this time? Okay, I know what I'm doing. For the finale of this project, I did Big Head Todd and the Monsters. And I kind of wanted to stay somewhat in the same area time-wise, and things that were similar to me in my mind for some reason. Although that's not necessarily the actual fact of the matter. It's just for some reason in my head that these songs came from the same era. So basically what I'm doing is I am bringing in the Gin Blossoms. Now, the Gin Blossoms had several hits, and they're really good songs. I really like a lot of their stuff. So they had big hits with Hey Jealousy, which you have heard and seen in different shows. Found Out About You, which is also a fantastic song. Follow You Down, Till I Hear It From You. Now, Till I Hear It From You is the one that I'm going to pick. And I'm picking it because it is from 1995 from the movie Empire Records. So I'm going to link that down in the description box for you, just for giggles. All right, now let's see. Let me get to some information about the Gin Blossoms. They formed in Tempe, Arizona, which is right next to where I am when I'm in Arizona, in 1987. They actually, when they had their first major label album come out, is when they kind of got a lot of recognition, and that was actually 1992. And the first single from that was Hey Jealousy. So that kind of sparked it for them. And they, like I said, had subsequent hits, obviously. Hey Jealousy became a top 25 hit and went gold. New Miserable Experience, their first major label album, went like quadruple platinum. Yeah, they've had, 4 other charting singles released from the album. Oh my goodness, yes. Their next album went platinum. I mean, it just on and on and on. Now, the band did break up. They were together from 87 to 97, and then they did reform from 2001 to present. So, they have had lots and lots of members in and out and in and out. Who's currently in it? I don't even know. I'm not even certain how this actually all started. They did put out more albums since they reformed. They've released 3 studio albums since that point. Let's see if I can tell you. The early years, its members included the lead guitarist, songwriter Doug Hopkins, bass guitarist Bill Lean, Jesse Venezuela's lead vocalist at first, then later rhythm guitarist and backing vocals, rhythm guitarist Richard Taylor. His replacement was Steve Severson. The drummer was Chris McCann, and his replacement was Dan Henderling and Severinson's replacement, Robin Wilson. I mean, it just, like I said, there was a bunch of people. And they have had all kinds of success with their various iterations. All right. A couple of the guys, when they did break up, went and did other bands, and then those bands kind of went on a hiatus when they reformed, things like that. So why am I bringing you something from Empire Records? I am picking that song simply because I freaking love the movie. I love the whole concept of the movie. It is about an independent record store. And I think it has a great cast in it. I think the soundtrack for it is absolutely phenomenal. And at some point, you will be hearing more about Coyote Shivers from me, just because I really like the song that's in there from him. So yeah, I'm guessing there's probably going to be clips from the movie and wherever I include down in the description box for your viewing and listening pleasure, but I'm not entirely certain which version I will have linked down there. But one of them will be down there. And if you have not seen Empire Records, well, you should just go watch it. It's a good movie. All right, that is it from me for today and all of my goofiness. Thank you so much for giving me some of your time. Please, please consider subscribing if you want to follow me along on this journey to see how many of these things I can get done before I leave and how many of these things I'm going to actually have to pack and take with me. Hopefully I can get through a few. And if I get through enough, I may do a refresh when I get to Arizona like I did last time. We'll see. We'll see. I might not be able to do that. I might be shooting myself in the foot doing that. But you'll have to follow along to figure it out. Feel free, leave me comments. You know the whole drill. You know all this stuff I talk about in the beginning. All right. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. And until next time, everybody, see ya. Bye.